Previous class we seen service models. Now we discuss the topic that is deployment models. Okay, we have four deployment models. First one is public cloud, and second one is private cloud, and third one is hybrid cloud, and fourth one is community cloud. We have seen different. First one, public cloud. What exactly the public cloud will be? Okay, public first of all we have to say what deployment models, what exactly it defines. It defines the type of access to the cloud, that is how the cloud is located. Cloud can have any of the four types of access. First one is public, second one is private, and third one is a hybrid, and fourth one is a community. First of all we want to say public cloud. Public, it should accessible to all. Okay, in the sense it allows systems and services to be easily accessible to the general public. The name itself says what exactly public, in the sense anyone can access. Okay, for example, Google, Amazon, and Microsoft offer cloud services via internet to the public. We have discussed in public, in the sense each and every person must and should access this. Different users can access public cloud. So this public cloud that will be operated by third party, that is administration. Okay, so different organizations are appointed one third party, that is administrator. He is going to monitor all these public information. Okay, and coming to the what exactly we want to see public cloud, in the sense the cloud infrastructure, it is provisioned for open use by the general public. It may be owned, managed, and operated by a business purpose and academic or government organizations, or some combination of them. It exists on the premises of the cloud provider. Okay, what are the benefits of public cloud, in the sense exactly cost effective, in the sense it shares the same resources to large number of customers. It turn out the cost expensive. Okay, and coming to the one more benefit, reliability. It should available at all times. Public cloud employs large number of resources from different locations. Okay, and coming to the flexibility, in the sense it can integrate with the public cloud, which gives a customer flexible approach. In the sense a public cloud integrate with a private cloud, which gives obviously a customer flexible approach. Okay, and coming to the location independence, it is one more benefit of public cloud, in the sense it provides throughout the internet to make sure that it's location independence. And the next benefit of public cloud is utility style costing. Public cloud is also based on pay per use. Okay, pay per use. Okay, and then the high scalability is the one more benefit of public cloud. Here public cloud resources are made available on demand from a pool of resources. That is, they can be scale up or down according to the requirements what we need. Coming to the disadvantages of a public cloud, in the sense low security and less customizable, in the sense you can't customize frequently. Okay, it's a low security will be available in public cloud. And coming to the public cloud service over the internet utility computing model users multiple tenants. Okay, and one more concept we have seen now, private cloud. Private, in the sense the name itself says privacy is there. It not visible, it not accessible by all the people. Data that wants to be secure, that which is not that is which not shared to everyone. Okay, wants to be important information do not share to everyone. Okay, that type of data will be placed on the private cloud. Okay, it's nothing but privacy is there, it's not visible, it's not accessible by all the people. Okay. And then it, what does exactly private cloud? In the sense, it allows a system and services to be accessible within an organization. It can be managed internally by organization itself, okay, or by third party, that is nothing but cloud service providers. And coming the benefits of private cloud, we see what exactly private cloud. In the sense, the cloud infrastructure is provisioned for exclusive use by a single organization comprising multiple consumers, for example business units. It may be owned, managed and operated by the organization and a third party or some combination of them, and it may exist on or off premises. What are the benefits of private cloud? In the sense, high security and privacy. In the sense, here the private cloud operations are not available to generate public. It is not providing any information to the public, and the resources are shared from distinct pools of resources, and therefore it ensures high security and privacy. Okay. And coming to the one more benefit of private cloud is more control. In the sense, it has more control on its resources and hardware than public cloud, because it is accessible only within an organization. It's having high security. Whenever you place the data on the public, then the security will be less. You can make sure that the data will be maintained privately. Okay. It's one more benefit of private cloud. In the sense, it has more control on its resources and as well as hardware than public cloud, because it is accessible only within an organization. It's having high security. Whenever you place the data on the public, then the security will be less. You can make sure that the data will be maintained privately. And coming to the one more benefit of private cloud, in the sense, cost and energy efficiency. In the sense, the resources are not as cost effective as resources in public, but they offer more efficiency than public cloud resources. And we see the disadvantages of private cloud. Restricted area of operations. In the sense, here we cannot maintain our data globally, it cannot deploy globally. Okay, it is a privacy. Okay. And high priced. In the sense, why it is high priced? So purchasing new hardware to fulfill your demands is obviously costly, even though you are taking the rent by using third party. The private cloud somewhat expensive from the public. Okay, to maintain the servers in your organization. Okay, it's nothing but high priced. And coming to the one more disadvantage here of private cloud is limited scalability. To limit the scalability, what the process being scaled. Okay. And the name, and we want to see the third one is hybrid cloud. Okay, what the hybrid? In the sense, the combination of both public and private. It is a mixture of public and private cloud. Okay. Non-critical activities are performed by using public cloud. Critical activities are performed by using private cloud. Okay, this is the concept of hybrid cloud. In the sense, two or more public, private or community, combination of users and community, resource sortability or federated clouds. Okay. And coming to the benefits of hybrid cloud, one of the best benefits is it should be scalable. In the sense, scalability. Public and private scalability features will be offered in hybrid cloud. And one more benefit, flexibility. It offers secured resources and scalable public resources. And coming to the cost efficiency. In the sense, public clouds are more cost effective than private cloud. Okay. Coming to the security. Hybrid, here in cost efficiency, we say hybrid cloud can be cost saving. Coming to the security, it should be hybrid in the sense to make sure that a high degree of security will be provided at the private cloud. Okay. And coming to the disadvantages of hybrid cloud, network issues, and then security compliances will be there, and the infrastructure dependency will be there. What does exactly the hybrid cloud in the sense? The cloud infrastructure is a composition of two or more distinct cloud infrastructures, as well as private, public, or community that remains the same entities but are bound together by standardization or proprietary technology that enables to the cloud. Okay, this is the concept of hybrid cloud. And coming to the last one more concept we discussed, that is nothing none other than community cloud model. What exactly community? In the sense, some group of people. In the sense, it allows a system and services to be accessible by group of organizations. Okay, it share infrastructure between several organizations from a specific community. Okay, to share infrastructure between several organizations from a specific community. It may be managed internally by organization or by the third party, that is a cloud service provider. What exactly we want to say in the sense, the cloud infrastructure is provisioned for exclusive use by a specific community of consumers, in the sense customers, from organizations that have shared concerns, for example mission and security requirements and policy and compliance considerations. It may be owned and managed and operated by one or more of the organizations in the community. So a third party or some combination of them, and it may exist on or off premises. Okay, that is nothing but community cloud. What exactly we want to say? Some group of people. It allows system and services to be accessible by group of organizations. It share infrastructure between several organizations from a specific community. It may be managed internally by an organization or by the third party, that is a cloud service provider. Okay, coming to the benefits of community cloud, cost effective in the sense it offers same advantage as that of private cloud at low cost. And coming one more benefit of community cloud is a sharing among organizations, in the sense it provides infrastructure to share cloud resources as well as capabilities among several organizations. And coming to the security is the one more benefit of community cloud, that is it is comparatively more secure than public and less secure than private. Okay, these are the benefits of community cloud. Okay, and we want to see the diagrammatic representation of deployment models like hybrid clouds, private cloud, community cloud, public cloud. And we in previous classes we seen the service models: software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. And coming to the in previous class we seen essential characteristics, nothing but on demand self service, broad network access, resource pooling, rapid elasticity, and last one to measure the service in the. Okay, and coming to the common characteristics, we have to learn this in cloud computing. It should be massive, very large scale, and then homogeneity is the same, and virtualization and low cost software. And one more characteristics, resilient computing, geographic distribution, and service orientation. And last one finally, the characteristic of grid cloud computing is advanced security. Okay, And coming to the in cloud deployment models, what does exactly says in the sense, the concept of cloud computing, it has evolved from cluster computing, grid computing, as well as utility computing. Okay, and coming to the cluster and grid computing, it leverage the use of many computers in parallel to solve many problems of any size. And one more point, the key point is utility and software as a service provides computing resources as a service with the notation of pay per use. Okay, what we have to use, that that much network usage we want to pay per use. And coming to the cloud computing is a high throughput computing, okay, pattern, whereby the infrastructure provides the service through a large data centers or server farms. Okay, and then the cloud computing model, it should enable users to share to resources from anywhere at any time through their connected devices. In the sense, customer oriented definition, customer oriented point of definition, what we want to say in the sense, it is the delivery of on demand computing services over the internet on a pay as you go basis. For example, we have to take Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo Mail. Just log on into web email account remotely. Your account does not exist on your computer, so the software and storage for your account does not exist on your computer. So whenever you are login into the web email account remotely, your related softwares or the storages for your account does not exist on your computer. It's on the services computer cloud. It's everything present on services computer cloud. Okay, and coming to the customer oriented definition for the cloud is anytime, anywhere, with any device accessing any services. Okay, in the sense, what I am saying, if you are using data on the cloud, you can say that access at any time, anywhere, I can access the data with any device like mobile phone, laptop, internet is there. I can access with any device, accessing any services. I can access software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service. That is customer oriented definition. Now coming to the business oriented definition of the cloud, in the sense, it is a universal access. Cloud can store the data with the help of servers. The scalable services of the cloud, new application service models, everything as a service. Okay, cloud is nothing but pay as you go. Okay, how much you pay, how much you store, you paid that for only. Information is storing of data is more, you have to pay more. Okay, and coming to the all computations in cloud applications are distributed to servers in a data center cloud platforms or systems distributed through the internet. Okay, in the sense, what I am saying, in the sense, information of storing data is less, you have to pay less, so pay as you go. Why we have to take the cloud computing, in the sense, pay for what you use, amount of data is increasing, scale up, pay more, after some days data will be deleted. Okay, no servers space required, automatic software updates will be there. The cloud providers charges some money our side, no experts are required, and the high flexibility will be available at cloud computing. Here in cloud applications are distributed to servers in a data center, cloud platforms or systems distributed through the network. We want to say the key points, data can be accessed and shared anywhere over the internet, for example Google Drives, and it can be rapid implementation to better data security will be provided at cloud computing. These are the 4 deployment models we explain now. Later class we discuss pros and cons of cloud computing, in the sense advantages and disadvantages of cloud computing. Later class we can see. Thank you.